goal loss to the league leader Stockton Cargo, who are locked at first place with San Juan SC. It was a 4-3 game. We'll get into that more as we get deeper into this game, but for now it's the Rage who start off with the ball. Rage in their classic all-orange uniforms. If you're from the Bay Area and you're in the girls' soccer scene, you know when you see the all-orange that it is Pleasanton Rage. Olympic Club in the white shirts, black shorts, white socks. It is a hot 91 degrees, and that a quick play for the Olympic Club, trying to go to goal quickly. Player goes down, the offside flag goes up anyways, and it all would have been nullified had anything happened. I mentioned these two teams have already played each other once this season. The Olympic Club took it 2-0. Speaking with head coach Sarah Fawcett of the Pleasanton Rage, she said that game, it was very transitional. Olympic Club were able to go quickly in transition, and that is how they were able to get those 2 goals against Pleasanton Rage. And on the other hand, Pleasanton just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Hit the crossbar once, plenty of shots, and that'll be a foul in the middle of the field. Olympic Club ball. That's Jenna McDonald of Pleasanton Rage committing the foul, number 5, against Kay Kitamoya of Olympic Club. Long ball in, cleared out, and it'll be Olympic Club throw-in. Well, the USLW League is a more recent league, with the first year of play being in 2022. The NorCal division started in 2023, so it's a short history between these two clubs, but there certainly is one. An overall record, Olympic Club has won 2. Pleasanton Rage have never beat Olympic Club here in this USLW League, and they have drawn 2 as well. So of the 4 matchups, Olympic Club owns 2 of the wins, and the other 2 are draws. Now Pleasanton will take control. The Rage, very adept at possession. They'll swing it around the back. Into the middle for Minette. Long ball forward for Marta. Straight ball to a straight run. And there will be nothing there. It'll go back to Olympic Club. Pleasanton Rage having much better season than I think most people predicted just based on previous results. You look at what happened last year, and Olympic Club finished in 5th. Pleasanton Rage finished in 7th of 8 teams with just 1 win on the entire season. Now, sitting in 4th place, just suffered a 4-3 loss to Stockton Cargo, who are heading up this division. That a 4-3 loss at Stockton. Pleasanton Rage went up 2-0 in that game, playing without their usual goalkeeper. Stockton Cargo equalized with 2 goals in a row to make it 2-2. Pleasanton then went back up 3-2, and Stockton once again scored 2 goals unanswered for the final score being 4-3. And head coach Sarah Fawcett has spoken about how that's the tough moment in Pleasanton Rage games so far this season has been the transition and trying to keep the momentum going when the subs do come into the game. And she said that moment is what killed them in the Stockton game as well, but still always great to see that you can get up there and compete with the top teams in this division as they feel like they are. It'll be Pleasanton Rage once again. Olympic Club, again, trying to go quickly. Donati is dispossessed. Zium will chase in the back for Pleasanton Rage. Rage getting stuck over there on that left-hand side. Coach Sarah Fawcett says that the weak spots are on the wings, and they want to exploit those wings going forward of Olympic Club. Right now, Pleasanton has to figure out a way to switch the ball from the left to the right side. Olympic Club doing a great job of forcing them in one direction. Both of these teams playing a high press on the other. You can see the high press right here, putting Pleasanton Rage under pressure. And the Rage are able to swing it around. Turner will go back, and she'll get the ball back on the right-hand side. The right back, Turner, assessing her options. She'll go inside to Marta. Quick one touch into the middle. They'll keep it on this right-hand side. Long ball down the line, intended for Rosa. And Olympic Club will take over. Settled on the left-hand side. Fuller up to Juarez. Juarez inside. And that was Sofia Minette, playing in her first game of the season for Pleasanton Rage. A Rage alum. She played her youth soccer with the club. Plays her college soccer at Cal Poly SLO, San Luis Obispo. And this will be the first corner of the game for Pleasanton Rage. Taken by Marta. Marta Pellegrin played with this USLW League team in 2024 and has played professional futsal in Spain. That one, a short corner, doesn't get all the way there. Bounces back out to Marta. She'll take a touch, try to create some space. Here's the shot right into the hands of Kaylee Goldstein in goal for Olympic Club. Goldstein playing in her second game of this 2025 season. The 24-year-old will stand strong in goal for Olympic Club. Here's Kitamura. She'll go back. Mahoney will reset all the way to Goldstein. Now here comes the Rage high press. Olympic Club under pressure. A good clearance, but Olympic Club now struggling to keep it headed on, but nobody there for the second ball. Ziam is there to chase it down. And she'll relax and send it back to Sydney Head in goal for Pleasanton Rage. Sydney Head, regular goalkeeper for Pleasanton, playing her college soccer at Gonzaga University. Here's Turner. Turner with a long ball intended for Juarez. That one needed to go over the top based on Juarez's run. It just didn't have enough on it. It'll be Olympic Club ball on the near sideline. Turner, the right back once again, gets herself involved, and she'll win the free kick on the ground. And it will be Mosley, one of the two center backs, to take it. Mosley and Ziam have paired well together so far this season. Mosley plays her soccer at San Jose State University. Olympic Club trying to go up the middle. No success. They'll check it back. Randolph back, and it makes its way all the way out to Mahoney on this left-hand side. Here's the ball all the way down the line, intended for Nishimoto. It's chased down by Turner. The clearance by Head, not quite enough. Mosley's able to scoop it up. You can see how high this line is for Olympic Club. Their deepest defender just at the midfield line, and a high press all the way up to the 18. Both of these teams high pressing, neither wanting to allow the other to gain possession and work the ball around the back. Both teams possession based. So the goal is, of course, to disrupt that possession. Ball out wide for Fuller. Olympic Club right up the middle again. Donati looking for help. She's got a couple runners streaking. Right now she opts to go herself. She'll dump it off. Here's the early cross, and nothing there. So Olympic Club have been able to force it up to their center forward, number 10, Madison Donati. But when she gets herself on the ball, a lot of hold-up play is needed, because there's nobody in behind for her to play it to. Juarez wide for Rosa. Rosa. She'll play the way she faces to Turner. Turner once again will do the same, assessing her options now. Pleasanton have been so adept at this season, just taking their time, taking what the other team gives them. An overlapping run from Turner, and she's in behind. Turner with the cutback, well defended by Daly, who will just get the clearance out wide. The safe play there from number 5, Allison Daly in the back for Olympic Club. A beautiful turn in the middle there. That was Sophie Minette once again playing in her first game for Pleasanton, and it certainly doesn't look like it. Looking very comfortable in that holding center mid. The shot from distance from Juarez, and that'll go well over. Trini Juarez scored 2 goals in the game that Pleasanton just played against Stockton. Those were her first 2 of the season. The forward has been creating so much, both for teammates and for herself, but just hasn't been able to put it in the back of the net, and then broke through with 2 goals against Stockton. Another one of those goals, the third that is, in the 4-3 loss, belonged to Marta. Playing up top, Marta in just her second game scored her first goal. She was playing in the TST tournament for the beginning of the season. Switch and a slip from Turner. And can Olympic Club turn this into something? Donati with the shot right at the belly of Sydney Head. You can see how much pace that had on it, right through the hands. Good positioning from the goalkeeper there. Pleasanton will build out of the back. Ball up the line once again. That was intended for Montoya. Just not enough on it. A couple times now, Pleasanton trying to play that ball in behind to the runners in behind the high line, but the ball hasn't quite made it there. Here's Marta. Long ball, Rosa chasing, and there's the offside flag. Will go up. So Pleasanton Rage trying to pick out the corners, trying to split the defenders between the center back and left back, or center back and right back, depending on the side. You can see the game plan there. As head coach Sarah Fawcett said, trying to exploit the wings. Rage now with the high press. Olympic Club doing well to work out of it. Donati dispossessed. McDonald into Marta. Marta with 2 on her. She's dispossessed. Couple of 50-50 balls finally scooped up by Olympic Club, and here they come on the transition. Shinneman was 1 touch away from being in behind. And that'll fall for a corner kick. Olympic Club's first of the game. So it'll be an outswinger. There's a long ball in, short corner, headed out, but not quite enough. Olympic Club will be first to this, and it'll be a throw-in for Olympic Club. Good job there from Allison Daly to win that throw-in. Allison Daly, one of the 2 center backs, all the way up for the for the corner, and she's able to win that. Daly and Manley, the 2 center backs, although we've been told Meredith Manley does not like being referred to by her last name as Manley, so we'll call her Mare, as she prefers. Assistant coach Colin Daniel joking with us about that on the sideline before this game. He says he hears about it if she's called Manley. Pleasanton Rage with the ball and some space in front of them in the middle of the field. Once again, pass intercepted, and on the transition quickly, here comes Kitamura and Olympic Club. A foul call. It'll be dead ball Olympic Club's direction in the middle of the field. And Kei Kitamura has been on the ball quite a bit. number 8 for Olympic Club. Wearing number 8 and playing in that number 8, that box-to-box center midfielder. She'll be the connective piece between the back line and the forward line, and she truly already has been everywhere on this field trying to do so. And it looks like Daly, one of the center backs, bent over, and she'll have a seat. Not what you want to see. Athletic training staff being called onto the field. Early on into this game, obviously we won't speculate. We don't know if there was contact or if it was a non-contact foul, and we will not speculate as to what it was. Both teams will take a break and take some water while the athletic trainer takes a look at Daly. It is a hot day here, 91 degrees. Not sure if that favors anybody, but if it does, it certainly would favor Pleasanton, as Olympic Club are coming from the ever cold and foggy San Francisco summer. Olympic Club playing their home games at Nagesco Stadium in San Francisco. If that name sounds somewhat familiar, it's where the University of San Francisco Dons play their games in the heart of the city. Olympic Club, I mentioned, 3 wins and 4 losses. They started off the season with that big loss, 7-1 to Stockton Cargo. But then it was a 2-game win streak right after that, and all looked well. A 4-3 win over SF Glens and a 2-1 win over Marin Sirens. But then game number 4 and game number 5 saw 5-0 and 5-1 losses to Oakland Sol and San Juan, respectively. So it's been up and down, because following that, back to a win. That was the win over Pleasanton Rage in their previous game. And the most recent game that Olympic Club are coming off of was an 8-0 loss to SF Glens. You can see how great this team can be and also how many goals potentially they could let in. SF Glens, they played twice, once with a 4-3 win and then that most recent 8-0 loss. Just one shutout for this back line of Olympic Club all season, and that was the 2-0 win over Pleasanton Rage. In every other game, they have conceded. So we'll get set to restart. Daly back up on her feet, gives the thumbs up, says all is okay. Aoife Turner, the right back, settles it. Rosa down the line for Juarez. Juarez with a beautiful turn, creating some space for herself. That ball into the middle to Minette, and she's dispossessed. Randolph will play out of the pressure, and here is Mahoney. Mahoney once again. See the high press here from Marta. Long ball. Beautiful work down this left-hand side for the Olympic Club. Playing out of pressure and getting out of pressure, and just one touch away by Donati. She would have been clear down that left-hand side. Marta now down the line. Both of these teams playing so well defensively with the high press, keeping the other team going the direction they want them to go. And that's a good turn in the midfield by Kitamura. She's dispossessed. That touch just a little too long. Long bouncing ball in an awkward position. Cleared off of the line by Meredith Manley. That flag will go up. An awkwardly, just slow rolling, bouncing ball, and Goldstein came out of the goal. Meredith Manley was chasing, but Juarez was right on her back. Well played by the back line of Olympic Club. Turner with a beautiful turn. No pun intended. Rosa back to Turner, and Turner finds the space. She was looking for Marta's feet. A good read and a good step in there from number 5, Daly. Daly looking very well now. Here comes the transition. That one just a miscommunication. It was Donati who was looking for Shinneman down that right-hand side. Shinneman wanted it at her feet. Donati played it down the line as if she was making a run, and it'll be Pleasanton Rage throw-in on the far side. Well, it's been an even game so far. Both teams holding incredibly strong in their defensive positioning. It's been a high press on a hot day for both teams, working hard out there. A couple opportunities, but nothing all that dangerous on either side. Long high clearance. Donati heading it back and scooped up by Pleasanton Rage. McDonald now assessing her options. She'll dump it off. That ball intended for Juarez, and she'll win it back. Marta back to Juarez. Juarez. She'll leave it now for Minetti. McDonald. 50-50 battle. You can see the physicality here. It'll be a foul called. That'll be against Malin Montoya of Pleasanton Rage. It'll go the Olympic Club direction. Emma Fuller with a throw to Marta. Marta playing forward, coming all the way back for that ball. You'll see her track all the way back from that forward position quite a few times. There she is again on the ball now. Finding that open space. McDonald. Rosa with the one-touch cross all the way in. Nobody there. Minetti finds Rosa. Offside flag stays down. Aoife Turner looking for the cross. And it looked like she was looking for the cross there from where her head and eyes were going. That one just a little too close into the goal, and Goldstein comes out and scoops it up. A good bout of possession, though, in their own attacking third for Pleasanton Rage, and Goldstein will clear this out. Turner. Turner has been so calm, cool, and collected on the ball. Aoife Turner playing in her first game of the season for Pleasanton Rage. Plays her college soccer at Columbia University and also plays on the U20 Irish national team. That ball all the way across to Turner again, using the right back to get forward. Turner, bit too long of a touch. And this will be Pleasanton Rage ball. And you have to think about how this heat might affect these two teams. We'll see if we take a water break partway through. Sometimes when the heat is this strong, that is what the referees call for. Nevertheless, as we get towards the end of the first half, and especially as we get into the second half, there might be some very tired, very heavy legs. The longer it stays locked at 0-0, the longer it might be likely to end up in a draw. But with these two teams, you never know. Marta slicing and dicing, cutting through defenders, and is dispossessed by the last one. Olympic Club trying to come on the counter, and Zium steps in. Zium, the center back, making a run down the left-hand side. Here's the shot from Zium, and it rolls over the line. We get the call from the referee, a goal, Pleasanton Rage. Well, that one looked like it was fully created by Zium. Whether it was a touch just to help it over the line, there might have been. What an angle Zium took there, catching Goldstein off guard, and this was when we will take our hydration break, it seems, at the 25th minute, as Pleasanton Rage go up 1-0. And Elise Zium has been such a centerpiece of this team. Defender plays in the center back role, although we have seen her in the outside back, the right back or left back role a couple times this season. Mainly she locks down that center back role, plays her college soccer at UC Santa Barbara, and is effectively the captain of this team on the field. She played for the Pleasanton Rage USLW League team last year and actually coaches a youth girls team who came out a couple games ago to support their head coach, Coach Elise, as they referred to her. Elysium has had quite a season so far for this Pleasanton Rage squad, and whether she is officially credited with that goal or not certainly does, for the most part, belong to her. So Pleasanton Rage get their first goal of the season on Olympic Club, going up 1-0. Taking a look at the standings here of this NorCal division right now, San Juan SC and Stockton Cargo sit locked in first place together. Both have played 8 games, both have 6 wins, no losses, and 2 draws. The weekly power rankings for the entirety of the USLW League, so nationwide, dropped yesterday, June 17th, and both teams were ranked in those national power rankings. San Juan SC ranked in the 6th spot, and Stockton Cargo ranked in the 8th spot nationally. Of course, mentioned Pleasanton Ridge coming off of that game to Stockton Cargo. They will play them again in their next home game on June 23rd. That will be Picnic at the Pitch night, followed by the final home game, which is the Orange Out. There's a fan fest that happens for an hour before every single game. Theme nights for every night. Tonight is Dad and Daughter night. That 23rd game, June 23rd versus Stockton, will be Picnic at the Pitch, and then finally June 26th versus San Juan will be the Orange Out. Come wearing all of your orange. And we are back to the races here at Stanford Medicine Sports Complex. Here comes Juarez down the right-hand side. That'll go out of bounds. And an Olympic Club throw-in. Certainly an eventful first almost 30 minutes. These two teams playing each other very evenly. Little shove off the ball for Minity, and it'll be throw-in for Turner and Pleasanton Rage. Threatening once again. Few 50-50 balls, and finally Pleasanton Rage are able to settle it. Here's Fuller, the left back, looking all the way across the field. Marta with 3 defenders around her, looking for the switch, and she'll just play it backwards out of pressure. Good work in the midfield there for Pleasanton Rage. Turner taking her space, looking for that early cross in behind. A good look, but well played and well read by the back line of Olympic Club. Pleasanton Rage, now this is what they like to do, set up their offense and keep possession in their attacking half, swing the ball around and just pick out their passes, and what they've been so good at this season as well. But here comes Stonati on the counter. Olympic Club trying to catch this high line off guard. There's the long ball in behind, and it'll be too far and too long. Sydney Head will chase it down and pick it up. That certainly is one of the effective ways to beat a high line. You have to have some speed, and you have to be able to play that ball early in behind. These teams having relaxed a little bit to more of a mid-high line. Turner with a good 1-2 with Rosa. Now she finds some space. Juarez trying to hit Marta on the underlapping run in the middle. And now Pleasanton Rage will reset. Rosa, the center midfielder, taking it down the right-hand sideline. And it'll be a goal kick, Olympic Club. Goldstein will take her time, assess her options, and she'll head to the right-hand side. Pleasanton Rage winning it back. And Olympic Club looking more and more tired. They had some energy to try to go forward on the counterattack in the first part of the first half. But fewer and fewer opportunities as we've crept later into this first half. And now Pleasanton Rage seem all but happy with a 1-0 lead to just set up shop here and see what they can create. Turner cuts it inside. Turner dispossessed, taking it line. That's a good tackle by Kitamura. Beautiful step in from her in that midfield. Pleasanton Rage trying to keep Olympic Club down this left-hand side of theirs. And they're able to do so successfully. It'll be a throw-in for Rage on this near sideline. Miscue from Juarez under pressure will lead to a throw-in for Olympic Club. Marta trying to play Juarez in over the top. Well played by the two center backs, and Daly and Meredith Manley. Daly. Kitamura settled well in the midfield, but under pressure every time they touch the ball. Our Olympic Club, and somehow with a couple of one-touch passes, able to find Del Carlo on the right-hand side. A beautiful ball in and through. Zium with the long leg just stretches out to get there. I'm sure Pleasanton Rage are very thankful for those extra inches. Maybe just one half step off. St. Denis creating space for herself. There's a shot near post. A good follow-up. Sydney Head able to scoop it up without the bobble. Good bout of possession there for Olympic Club. Head will switch it all the way over to Fuller. Fuller somehow able to see that ball despite looking straight into the sunshine on that far side. Now plenty of space and time in the midfield. And here come Pleasanton Rage. Turner. And she knows she mishit that. Goldstein chasing it down, keeping it in play. The goalkeeper pushing her team up. We'll get a long punt here. Shinneman is able to keep it in, but nobody in there behind. Nishimoto was chasing, but Pleasanton Rage are able to take over in their defensive third. Zium. And you can just see here how many Pleasanton Rage players and defenders are back from the midfield. And on the other side, Olympic Club, about 5 players from the midfield occupying relatively the same amount of space, and then 1 forward. And they have to help that 1 center forward a little bit more, pushing up just a little bit further. But that's those heavy legs. It's hot on the turf right now. And with Olympic Club playing more and more defense, that's a good step in and a shot from distance. Covered by Head. That was Randolph. Settled, and Olympic Club, or excuse me, Pleasanton Rage will find Turner. Aoife Turner has been on the ball a lot so far in this half. So calm, cool, and collected. Rosa and Turner developing that partnership down this right-hand side. Zium will swing it. Here's Fuller. Marta tracking all the way back in the turn. She'll face up and lay it off. Montoya in down the left-hand side. early cross in and well read by Goldstein, who will come off of her line. Goldstein, Aylin Goldstein, unafraid to come off of her line and go get that ball, and a good job there by the 24-year-old. Couple of hard tackles in the middle, and it lands with St. Denis Olympic Club. Have about 10 minutes to try to equalize before half. And you can tell since Pleasanton Rage scored in this 25th minute, this game has shifted. Both teams settling in more, less urgency from Pleasanton. They're just going to work it around, take what they can get, and try not to give anything up on the defensive end. Olympic Club, they've been trying to force the issue just a little bit more. And of course, with the heat and the heavy legs, it's gotten ever so slightly a little sloppier. More 50-50 balls, more miscues, and that's a good switch there from McDonald. Long ball in behind, intended for Juarez. A good step in from Daly. Long switch to Turner. A long touch from her. She has time and space. All she can really do is try to force it up to Rosa. It was well read by Daly. Allison Daly, one of the two center backs, and she's been everywhere. Pleasanton Rage with the throw-in. You can tell how much more comfortable Pleasanton are playing with the lead than they were even at the beginning of this season playing with the lead. Looking very calm, cool, and collected. And if you're a Pleasanton Rage fan, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously, it's a good thing. You want to hear that your team is feeling confident in their position, but also coming off of a game, they went up 2-0 to begin with, and of course ended up losing that 4-3. Also another game here at home versus San Francisco Glens, going up 2-0, conceding one, and it came down to quite the nail-biter. It seemed like the Glens were going to equalize, and by the skin of their teeth, Pleasanton Rage were able to escape. So while it's nice to see the calm, cool, and collectedness, you want to know that there's some urgency in the mind. Long ball in behind. Here's Juarez. Olympic Club with numbers back. Juarez opting for the early cross, even though there was nothing there, and she'll send it off a defender. It'll be a throw-in for Pleasanton Rage. Excuse me, it'll be a corner kick for Pleasanton Rage. This will be the second corner kick for Pleasanton of the half, and it'll be Marta to take it. It'll be an in-swinger off of Marta's right foot. I mentioned Marta having played her professional futsal in Spain, and she'll be fouled relatively blatantly, and it'll be a free kick for Pleasanton Rage. Not a bad foul there, a professional foul, if you will, as Marta was going to cut and turn and play that ball in behind. So Marta will stand over it again, along with Juarez. They'll assess their options. Now it will be just Marta. A dangerous opportunity here. Ball set up at the 20-yard line, so 30 yards out from goal. Will Marta shoot it, or will this be a ball into the back post? It'll be a ball into the back post. Mosley was able to get her foot on it, but she couldn't redirect it to the goal. Bouncing ball. Ziem as the last defender comes out, and now it's a foot race. Chasing all the way down. Sydney Head will come out a goal and clear it back to midfield. Five minutes to play. Turner trying to play a quick 1-2 with Rosa down the right-hand side. McDonald, or excuse me, Minetti will switch it. Fuller playing 1-2 with Montoya. Montoya to Marta. Marta with a long touch and well read again by Daly. Allison Daly coming in and sweeping that ball out of bounds. Montoya on the turn. She'll play back out of pressure. Marta once again. Long switch to Aoife Turner, who will settle it. That's a good turn in the middle. Sophia Minetti. She'll find the open player in Marta, who will keep it going all the way wide. Montoya now trying to cut inside to the preferred right. A shot near post, and Goldstein and her positioning were all over it. You can see there Kaylee Goldstein covering that front post, that near post, just as she needed to. Here's Mahoney. A miscue back to her center back. Juarez will take a couple touches and try to slot it far post, and she does. Goal number 2 belongs to Trinidad Juarez in the 42nd minute. And the Rage capitalize on a miscue. Mahoney was trying to play Daly. It was just out of reach. Juarez was able to take her time, set herself up, and go far post. And it's Trinidad Juarez, who was unable as a center forward while she was able to set up so many goals. She couldn't quite find the back of the net for the first 6 games. 7th game, broke through that ice, scored 2, and now add 1 to that tally, and that's exactly how it usually goes for forwards. The moment you see that ball hit the back of the net, everything becomes just a little bit easier once again. Under 3 minutes to play in this first half, and Olympic Club will take this free kick. Good opportunity for O Club. Maybe claw one of these back. A short ball into the 18. 50-50 ball, and it's cleared out by Zium. It'll fall back to Olympic Club. And they'll set up possession here in this attacking half of theirs. Swinging it around, here's Daly. Daly trying to go in and over the top to Mahoney. A good ball. Mahoney will have to one-touch that into the near post. Olympic Club with the shot once again. You can see how much pressure O Club are under, though. That was 3 one-touch balls right in a row, 2 one-touch passes, and then a one-touch shot. And that'll tell you everything you need to know about just how much pressure is being applied. Olympic Club opting not even to take 2 touches. That'll be corner number 2 of the half for Olympic Club. Another dangerous opportunity before the second half, and it'll be taken by number 9, Haley Nishimoto, with the right foot. It'll be an out swinger. Under 2 to play. Short ball into the middle. One touch off of the crossbar. Donati hit that one touch. How did she even get that angle? She was well in front of the near post. Off of the crossbar, and Pleasanton Rage can call themselves certainly lucky that that did not bounce in. What a shot from the number 10, Madison Donati. Well, the irony certainly is there with Olympic Club winning the first game 2-0. Pleasanton Rage hitting the crossbar, feeling like they couldn't buy a goal in that first game. And it certainly seems like the tides have just turned in the opposite direction for these two teams in this game. Now under pressure in the back is Pleasanton Rage. Cleared out under pressure by Sydney Head. It will be a throw-in for Olympic Club with under a minute in regulation time of this first half. Mahoney with a throw. Donati working down this left-hand side, cutting in with the right. She wants it on the right. And another good step in from the captain, Elise Zium, who will win the ball and the free kick for Pleasanton Rage. Mosley will stand over it, Bailey Mosley, who can also play both in the center back and outside back roles. playing alongside Elysium in the center back role today and for most of this season for Pleasanton Rage. Here's Zium. Olympic Club trying to work down that right-hand side. Pleasanton Rage trying to not let them out of that right-hand side. And they're able to effectively do so, closing down that half of the field is Pleasanton Rage. It'll be a throw-in on the far side for Pleasanton. Excuse me, it looks like it'll be a free kick on that far side. Long ball into the middle, headed out by Daly. Marta battling in the center of that field with Kitamura, who's able to take control and take possession. Here comes Olympic Club on the counterattack. Pleasanton with numbers back, but Olympic Club with numbers starting to come forward. Long cross, and it'll go out of bounds before it hits that near post. Goal kick for Pleasanton Rage. Goal kick for Pleasanton Rage, and they'll opt to play slowly out of the back. 2-0 on goals in the 25th and 42nd minute. Marta playing in that tight space. And Olympic Club able to force Pleasanton Rage down that left-hand side and now out of bounds. They'll take over in their attacking half, and a good turn in the middle from Kitamura. Splits a couple of defenders and draws the foul. It'll be a free kick opportunity now as the clock continues to run. Free kick from about the 30-yard line. Certainly far enough out and wide. You don't expect a shot from this. It'll be either a ball into the near post, and you'd love to hit about the penalty kick spot ideally, and almost perfectly placed for Olympic Club. Pleasanton Rage have played some lockdown defense in terms of these free kicks so far. Long shot from distance and that high line for Pleasanton. And Sydney Head will scoop it up. Fuller playing it inside to Montoya. Pleasanton Rage have gotten stuck on this far side. That'll be a foul as Montoya hits the deck. And a free kick for Pleasanton as the cargo train goes by in the background. The shade starts to slowly creep onto part of the field. I'm sure a welcomed surprise for most of these players. A beautiful pass from the heel. It's intercepted from Pleasanton Rage, and here comes Juarez. Juarez, will she opt to go herself on the right? She does, and that'll fall far from the goal. Goldstein will take the goal kick for Olympic Club. As our referee checks his clock, Goldstein tells her teammates to get forward, and she'll play it short out of the back. And that is the halftime whistle. So that'll do it for the first 45. It's Pleasanton Rage up 2-0 off of a goal in the 25th at the 42nd minute. But 45 yet to play, and anything can happen between these two teams. Stick with us, and we'll be right back in 15 minutes for the last 45. Welcome back, everybody, to Stanford Medicine Sports Complex. I'm Sarah Ash with you on commentary. It's 2-0 Pleasanton Rage as they host Olympic Club. The number 4 Pleasanton Rage in the NorCal division hosting the number 6 Olympic Club. The score 2-0 Pleasanton Rage, the exact opposite of the final scoreline of the last time these two teams faced off. as we approach the middle end of the season, if you will. Both of these teams are playing in their 8th game, and both of these teams have 4 games left. So I guess you could say we are 2/3 of the way through the season, mathematically. Olympic Club wanting to come out strong, as most of this field is now in the shade, which is a huge positive since it was about 91 degrees and counting on the field in the direct sunlight. With the shade comes a bit of a breeze, and perhaps that will change what we see on the field. Olympic Club more of a transitional team, wanting to go quickly on the counterattack, and Pleasanton Rage having had most of the possession. Olympic Club having had to play the chaser for most of that first half, which can most of the time lead to heavier and more tired legs. We've got some substitutions here over on the near side for Pleasanton Rage. Number 7, Lily Lares into the game. And got Catherine Perrer, number 11 of Pleasanton Rage. She went down immediately, and the athletic training staff was quickly motioned on. Catherine Perrer coming in as a sub off of the bench, playing her first minutes of this game just there. And that's not something that you ever want to see. It was relatively non-contact, but again, we won't speculate. What we will do is allow the athletic training staff to take over, assess what's going on, and assess the injury. Both teams now will convene by themselves. The Olympic Club circling up by midfield. Pleasanton Rage slowly coming together now as well, and that's just never what you want to see at any point in any game for any team and any player ever. So we will hope for the best as these two teams reconvene. I mentioned it was all Pleasanton Rage in terms of possession in that first half, and they were able to put the ball in the back of the net as well. Olympic Club was more on the counter, more on the defensive, chasing much more, which can lead to more exhaustion and tired legs. However, they did have one incredibly solid opportunity that hit the crossbar, bounced down, and hit the goal line before it was scooped up by Sydney Head. It was called a no goal, as the ball did not cross over the goal line, but a great opportunity there, and certainly important for the Olympic Club to come out strong to start this second half. A 2-0 lead is certainly one that they can overcome, or excuse me, a 2-0 deficit is one that Olympic Club can overcome. However, if you don't come out strong to start the half, you leave yourself with a whole lot of work in the end of the game, which can lead to some panic, and that's never how you want to be playing. So we'll see how Olympic Club are able to come out in the rest of this second half, as Perrer still being checked on by the training staff. Head coach for Olympic Club, Minish Doshi, and head coach for Pleasanton Rage, Sarah Fawcett. Sarah Fawcett spent 4 years at Pleasanton Rage, has experience coaching at every single level, and we're going to need a substitution here for Pleasanton Rage. And it looks like from the far side, it's Aoife Turner, number 12, who was playing in the right back role in that first half. But of course, that is the opposite sideline from where we are right now. So we'll wait and see exactly who it is, as Catherine Perrer is helped off of the field by her two teammates, and a substitution now for Pleasanton Rage early on in the second half. That conversation happening on the far side. There we go. Now they're going to let the substitutions in, as Elise Zium and the athletic trainer help Catherine Perrer off. So it was not Aoife Turner. Aoife Turner was still in the game, playing on that right back side. This will be number 19, Vivian Bravo, who will take the place in this left back position. Number 19, Vivian Bravo. Defender playing in the left back role, as I just said. New to Pleasanton Rage this year. Plays her college soccer at UC Merced. .18 years old. Going into her sophomore year. And we'll slowly come back and restart with Sydney Head and a goal kick for Pleasanton Rage. And it looks like here, if you're wondering, the holdup here is the referee is just waiting for the hurt player, Catherine Perrer, to clear out from behind the net so she doesn't get hit by a ball if there's a shot. Now given away immediately. Bouncing ball too far away from St. Denis for her to chase it down, so we'll just reset and redo that. Another goal kick for Pleasanton Rage. And it'll be interesting to see if the Olympic Club do come out in high press here. Pleasanton Rage are known to do so, especially at the beginning of the half. Olympic Club playing a high line and looking like they're going to high press. Long ball to Bravo. Bravo with her first touches. She'll play it back to Ziam. Lares. She'll find McDonald. Turner on the far side, picking out her pass. Here's Juarez. And Juarez was seemingly looking for the feet of Melendez. It'll roll off of the foot of Olympic Club and it'll be Pleasanton Rage throw-in. Turner will take it down the far side. Melendez freshly into the game in place of number 10, Montoya. Turner going back to Mosley. Mosley under pressure is dispossessed. That ball down the left-hand side intended for Donati. Sydney Head will clear it all the way out. Lares under pressure and overrun by Del Caro. Leaves Lares with some time and space in front of her. Del Caro did the right thing to come to it. She just overran it. Minity to Mosley to Bravo. Bravo. You can see the high line from Olympic Club here. Pleasanton now trying to play in some tight spaces and trying to find that opening. Marta finding the opening, playing that ball through, but well read. That was Adrian Evans, number 12, freshly into the game in the center back role for Olympic Club. Turner, ball at her feet. Turner so good at taking her space, taking what the other team gives her. And Melendez now will take over on the preferred left. That one, a long ball. The intention was for it to go over the head of Del Caro. Del Caro accidentally helps it on. And now the cross in from Lares. And it'll fall to Goldstein. So the high line relatively frustrating so far for Pleasanton Rage in the start of this second half. They've been able to find some pockets, but haven't been able to find that dangerous ball in behind. It's still early on, of course. Now, Olympic Club trying to force the issue all the way down that left-hand side. The offside flag will go up. Pleasanton Rage has certainly dominated the middle and the midfield. Olympic Club opting now to try to skip lines and send that ball long over the midfield. couple of 50-50 balls. Now this one finally won by Olympic Club. Down that far sideline, Mosley battling with Donati, and it'll be Mosley who comes out on top. Pleasanton Rage throw-in. Marta on the one-touch turn. 3 defenders in front of her, splitting one of them and winning the throw-in down that right-hand side. Music playing in the background. The crowd certainly feeling the effects of the previous heat. A little quieter than usual, a little lower energy than usual, as it's been a relatively slow start to this second half with the injury and quite a few 50-50 balls. It's both teams coming back out. Here's Gibson. Eden Gibson freshly into the game, number 14 for Olympic Club, who are now going on the counterattack. They've got numbers forward. Beautiful ball into Shinneman. Shinneman colliding with head, and that ball rolling just wide of the goal. It'll be a corner kick, the first of the half, third of the game for Olympic Club, and what a ball that was. Shinneman finding herself wide open, and this is the exact moment that head coach Sarah Fawcett of Pleasanton Rage was speaking about. When subs come in, the momentum that Pleasanton had is a little bit harder to find. Everline Porter, number 15, also freshly into the game for Olympic Club. So some fresh legs for the visiting side. Slipping as she was taking that corner kick was the center back Meredith Manley. Unfortunate for Olympic Club as they had a solid opportunity on the corner. Now Pleasanton Rage will take over. Good turn in the middle. The holding center mid, McDonald. Siam will find the space and find the feet of Lares. Collision and screams from Marta as she grabs her shin, and another pause in this game as everybody's going to make sure that she is okay. Conversation being had with Daniela Del Caro. Marta's up on her feet, limping, but seems to be okay. And applause from the stands. It's a scary moment. You could hear that scream all the way from up here. And she's got some fans and some family here. You can hear them chanting for her. Juarez on the turn with the right. That's a beautiful step in there from number 12, Evans. A couple of big plays from Adrian Evans. Newly into this game in this half, and she's come up big already in that center back role. Now chasing are the center backs for Pleasanton Rage. Ziam will clear it out to Turner. This game's starting to open up a little bit. Turner finding Juarez on the run. Juarez needs some support. She'll hold it up. She's got Marta, she's got Lares. Juarez looking for Lares on the back post, and Del Caro just getting her head on that. And that is what Trinidad Juarez has been so good at all season. She'll get the ball at her feet, and she'll hold it up and wait for her team to get up and help. A skill that is just so incredibly tough. This will be the first corner kick of the second half. Third of the game for Pleasanton Rage. It'll be Marta to take it with the right, and it will be an in-swinger near post. Bouncing ball. It looked like it was a bicycle kick by Juarez as Goldstein also reached for it, and all of that will result in a goal kick for Olympic Club. 15 minutes into this first half already, although a couple of stoppages, and as we will expect some of that time to be added on at the end of the game. Goldstein directing traffic before she takes this goal kick. Now sending everybody up as she'll play it out of the back. Long ball down the right-hand side, helped in by Shinneman. Donati. You can see what Olympic Club have been trying to do, find that long ball over that weak side into the corners. It worked once. That one didn't have enough pace on it. Loose ball in the middle, scooped up by Ziem. Ziem will play 1-2 with Marta. Marta now trying to get up and help. Ziem will play that ball into Juarez. Juarez with 2 on her. She's dispossessed by Evans. Evans able to pick her head up and find Shinneman. You can see just how open now this game is starting to be. Lares picks up that long touch from Del Caro, finds Marta. Marta on the turn. 3 players around her, and she's being forced backwards. Marta on the turn. She was trying to find Lares wide. That one had to be up and over, as it was well read by the back line of Olympic Club. Throw in here will be Del Caro to take. Once again, long ball into the corner. Chasing is Donati and Ziem. Ziem will shield it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Pleasanton Rage. Once again, you can see Olympic Club trying to go for the corners. They want to skip that midfield if they can, or get that midfield to play the ball deep and into the corner to try to exploit those deep, wide pockets for Pleasanton Rage. Shinneman now in behind, assessing her options. She'll go far post on the shot from distance, and that will go wide. Ambitious shot there from Shinneman, but you could see the opening she had. Pleasanton Rage with a 2-0 lead. Not the first time they found themselves in a 2-0 lead position. Of course, a couple of those games we've already spoken about. One of them, San Francisco Glens, ended up getting one back and couldn't find the equalizer. Pleasanton won that game. And then, of course, the most recent one, losing 4-3 against Stockton Cargo, having gone up 2-0 to start that game. And if you're a Pleasanton Rage fan, I promise that's the last time I will reference that 4-3 loss, as it certainly was a tough one. But the positive coming out of that for the Rage was that they said they know and they proved that they can play with the top team in this division right now. Last year, the top 2 teams made the USLW League playoffs, and it was California Storm and Oakland Soul. Right now, as a reminder, San Juan and Stockton sit in the 1-2. Oakland Soul sit in the 3rd spot, and Pleasanton Rage in the 4th spot. And we'll have a substitution here as number 7, Shinneman, who's been running up and down the right-hand flank for Olympic Club, will be subbed off. A reminder that it's not done by points alone in the USLW League. It's done by points per match. The average number of points you are walking away with from a match, of course. With a win, you get 3 points, a draw 1, a loss 0. And San Juan and Stockton both averaging 2.5 points per match. Oakland Soul in 3rd with 1.89 points per match average, and Pleasanton Rage just 0.03 of a point below, 1.86 points per match average. That one deflected, and it'll be Olympic Club ball. Number 17, Hasseltine, was subbed in for number 7, Shinneman. And we'll have another substitution here. Marta, number 8, will step off and thank her family and friends who came out to support. Fresh legs are certainly needed. It was a hot, hot sunny day here in Pleasanton as the Marta chants continue from the sidelines. Into the game in place of Marta will be number 14, Amaya Cabrales Estrada. Lares. Now Juarez trying to find that space in behind on the left foot. Juarez just over the crossbar. What an effort from Juarez to find that space on the left. Olympic Club will send it long on the goal kick. Nobody there. Taken over, Cabrales Estrada is now dispossessed by Evans. Evans now with some time and space in the middle. She'll send it long and deep. Here's those corner pockets that Olympic Club are trying to exploit. Bravo chasing it down. Hasseltine hassling her, and it'll be a throw-in for Pleasanton Rage. Bouncing ball, difficult for Lares to control. That one, another almost hospital ball given to her teammate. Bravo. Lares. Cabrales Estrada, time and space, finding the split to Juarez through, but the offside flag goes up. What a ball that was, splitting the left back, or excuse me, the right back and the center back. And now we'll have another substitution. It'll be number 6, Randolph, who will jog off for Olympic Club. Randolph wearing number 6 and playing in that holding center mid role. She's been covering a lot of ground today, and she will take a rest and take a seat. So dead ball off of the offside. Olympic Club ball. Donati battling. She's dispossessed. McDonald finding the space in the middle. Melendez finding McDonald, trying to help it onto that far side, and just not enough on it, but Bravo and Ziam will take over. Ziam slipped as she was making that pass, so it'll be Olympic Club ball. And to give you an update, as Randolph for Olympic Club was subbed off, Cameron Murphy, number 13, entered the game. Murphy taking over in that center midfield position. Lares finding the space in behind. What a cross from Lares. Melendez on the preferred left, right to Goldstein. More space for Pleasanton Rage. Minetti with that split. Juarez, she has help out wide and she'll use it. Lares cuts it into her right, assessing her options, across into that back post, well covered. Minetti once again in the middle. She has some options and she will use them. Mosley now will swing it to Turner. Turner working on that right-hand side. Turner not one to force it, and there she'll use Melendez back. Now Pleasanton with the time and space to swing it through the middle of the field. That's not what you want to see if you're Olympic Club. Your line's completely collapsed. A good pickoff there. Olympic Club had about 7 players sitting on that back line and a wide open central midfield for Pleasanton Rage to exploit. Three players around her. Donati trying to split through, and a foul will be called. Lares drawing the foul, and Bravo will take her time to take this one. It'll be a dead ball on the ground. Olympic Club cutting off that back pass, although Bravo does have the pass all the way back to Sydney Head. Nevertheless, eyes are completely forward. Bravo once again looking for the switch. Relatively square ball across the middle. A good work there from McDonald. She finds her fellow center midfielder Minetti making the run. But again, tracked down from Evans in the back line of Olympic Club. So a deep throw in here for Pleasanton Rage. And while it did look like this half was about to open up, it is relatively more open. Pleasanton Rage are taking full control of these past 5 minutes. Del Claro with the clearance, but not enough on it. Lares with the long cross into the back post. Once again, Pleasant Ridge find themselves on the ball. Cabrales Estrada. Minetti to McDonald. All the way out to Cabrales Estrada again. She'll help it all the way over to Melendez. Melendez gets it on that preferred left. Here's the cross in. Far post, nobody's there. Evans with the clearance. Barely making it out of the 18. Melendez will pick it up. And finally, Goldstein will just see that out. It'll be a goal kick. Olympic Club. Or excuse me, Goldstein will keep that ball in her hands. I guess that ball did not roll over that end line, and Goldstein taking her time. It seems like we'll look to send this ball forward. We're going to have a couple of subs, meaning I was actually correct the first time. It is a goal kick, and a couple of subs for Pleasanton Rage. McDonald, number 5, jogs off, along with number 15, Juarez. Ziem under pressure is able to find the open player in Lares. Lares to Rosa. Rosa, number 23, into the game in place of Juarez. It's a different Rosa than you saw in the first half. This is Cameron Rosa, the younger sister of Kaya Rosa, who was wearing number 22 in the first half. Cameron Rosa now up top in the center forward role, number 23. Here come Olympic Club on the counterattack. A good 1-2 and a one-touch. Trying to find Donati back, but Donati needs a little more help on that offensive end. Rage will swing it around. Finding the far side center back, and now Ziem finding Lares. Lares with the cut inside. Del Carlo did dispossess her, however, Pleasanton continuing to take over. Rosa again with another slip, a few today, and on that far side is Melendez all by herself. Facing up, looking for the opening on that left foot. And that was a good ball in. She had Turner streaking on the inside, played her with the outside of the foot, and it'll be, at the end of the day, a corner kick one for Pleasanton Rage on the far side. Their 4th of this game, 2nd of the half. Already approaching 30 minutes in, although I will remind you we did have a couple of injuries, so we'll most likely add that time on. This will be an in-swinger taken by Melendez. Into the box, headed off, but not far enough away. Lares with the effort, and that'll go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Olympic Club. It looks like number 17, Marin Hoovel, has subbed into game. She'll play in that right back position for Pleasanton Rage. Turner, who was in that right back position, has shifted into the center mid as McDonald left the game. So Turner, who was playing that right back role, now playing in the center mid role. McDonald exiting and Hoovel entering as we reach our hydration break. Slightly later in the half than it usually is, but that most likely due to a couple of the injuries that we've had, as we more likely closer to halfway through this second half. Still 2-0 Pleasanton Rage off of 2 goals in that first half. Plenty of subs from either team because of how hot it has been, has led to a little bit more of a disjointed second half. However, Pleasanton Rage finding the possession and finding their momentum, just as they wanted to do with those substitutions. Olympic Club, they looked like they had a little bit of light to start this second half, but with all of the chasing that they've been doing, Pleasanton Rage having more of the possession, Whenever you're chasing, playing defense certainly leads to more exhaustion, both physically and mentally, and you can see that starting to set in for Oak Club. But do they have enough in the tank? As it's cooled off, these players head back out for the next part of this second half. Olympic Club sitting with 3 wins, 4 losses. Olympic Club, very historic club in San Francisco itself. They're the oldest athletic club in the U.S., founded May 6, 1860. It began as a group of friends who informally were training in gymnastics, and it evolved into a nationally recognized club with a rich history in various sports, including football, basketball, golf, and of course, soccer. Club is also known in the city for its charitable work and has hosted a lot of prestigious athletic events, including none other than the U.S. Open. The lights are on. The wind has picked up. Pleasanton Rage are back on the ball. Finding that space in the middle once again. Cabrales Estrada dumps it off. Well read in the middle by Hasseltine. And this has been the issue for Olympic Club. Even when they do win that ball back, there aren't enough numbers forward to then get in that attacking and offensive shape and keep the ball. Which of course leads to more defense, more running, and unfortunately a little bit more exhaustion. Pleasanton Rage now finding themselves on the ball. Rosa on the far side. Melendez into the middle. Long ball down that right-hand side. Melendez playing on the right-hand side. The lefty likes to play on the right-hand side, cut it back inside to that preferred left and either take that shot or play that cross. And the offside flag goes up. It'll be Olympic Club ball deep in their own defensive half. This will be Evans who is standing over it. Evans, Adrienne Evans, playing in her 6th game of the season. 23 years old. And has had a fantastic half so far, having come in substitution for Daly. Rosa chasing down that right-hand side. Will she keep it in? Evans shielding it out, and it will be Olympic Club ball. Again, once again, deep throw in their own defensive half. Good win in the middle by Hoovel. Hoovel with a square ball across, picked off, but it's helped on to Lares. Lares trying to take it line. And she'll be blocked by Murphy coming in. She'll win the corner kick. It will not be a corner kick, actually. She thought it was. Sideline referee disagrees. It'll be a goal kick for Olympic Club. Olympic Club once again playing out of the back. Del Caro trying to find the space up the line. A good move. She'll find her center back. Olympic Club now will swing it around. Trying to find the space. Keep moving that Pleasanton Rage defense around. Both of these teams very well organized in their defensive shape. Pleasanton Rage just able to play more in possession and find better opportunities in this game. Here's the throw in, Turner. Playing the way she faces. It'll make its way all the way over to Ziem. Elise Ziem on the switch. And that switch will be completed. Here's Bravo. Bravo taking her time, taking her space. Lares down this left-hand side. That's been a battle between Lares and Del Carlo. And this one won by Del Carlo, but it'll be a throw-in ultimately for Pleasanton Rage. Bravo. Just trying to find some time out of pressure. Lares is able to find the space. Mosley. Zian was trying to pick out her pass. It was a straight ball to a straight run for Rosa, and well read by Evans. Olympic Club. And Kitamura, again, trying to exploit those wide pockets. Chased down by Hoovel and cleared out by Sydney Head. Rosa on the turn. She has Cabrales Estrada. The offside flag stays down. Cabrales Estrada and Evans battling. Evans gets the better of that one. Another slip on this field as Kitamura goes down, and Olympic Club with an opportunity there. A misconnection between Hasseltine and Donati leads to possession for Pleasanton Rage, and we still have Kitamura down in her defensive end. We've seen a lot of slips today. Now it looks like we can assume might just be a cramp as her teammate is stretching that out. Wouldn't be surprised if it was. Mentioned how hot of a day it is, how hot it gets on turf. So we'll pause once again here. It's been a stop and start second half, not as free flowing as it was in that first half. Some tired legs, some tired minds. And Pleasanton Rage sitting back, seemingly comfortably defending this 2-0 lead. Kitamura gets up, seemingly gives the okay sign. You love to see that. No athletic trainer called onto the field. And so we'll restart here. Should be a drop ball. And Olympic Club looks like they're going to let Pleasanton Rage have it. Under 10 minutes to play in the regulation amount of time. Perhaps some stoppage time and injury time added on. Rosa on the far side, trying to find Melendez on the undercut. And there was too much there. It'll be a goal kick for Olympic Club. Mentioned both of these teams playing in their 8th game. Both of these teams with 4 games left in the season. For Olympic Club, they'll go away, come home, go away, and finish at home. It'll be Saturday, June 21st at Marin Siren, followed by a quick turnaround that Monday. Just 48 hours later, June 23rd, at home versus Academica. Just 3 days after that, Thursday, June 26th, they will head to Oakland and play Oakland Soul, who just played their first game in the Oakland Coliseum. Doubleheader with their male side, the Oakland Roots. This one will not be at the Coliseum, however. And then finally, Olympic Club will finish at home on Sunday, June 29th versus Cal Storm. Pleasanton Rage, with their final 4 games of the season, their next game will be away. They will head to Davis for a game this Saturday, June 21st at Cal Storm. They will then be home for back-to-back home games to finish off their 6 home games of the season. It will be at home versus Stockton Cargo, a rematch of what they just came off of on June 23rd. That will be Picnic at the Pitch night. And their final home game, second to last game of the season, will be versus San Juan on June 26th. And that is the orange out. If you're coming, wear as much orange as you possibly can. And finally, Pleasanton will finish the season on the road at Marin Siren on June 29th. Another slip leads to Pleasanton Rage possession, this time by the goalkeeper. Offside flag goes up as St. Denis was chasing down that left-hand side. Pleasanton Rage will take over, and they will certainly take their time as they want this clock to continue to wind down. Referee motioning to speed it up. Mosley standing over the ball for Pleasanton. Now Referee motioning that it's actually going to be a dead ball foul call here at half for Olympic Club. Well, whatever happened, I apologize because I certainly missed it. The offside flag went up down on this right-hand side. Foul was called in the center of the pitch. Nevertheless, it'll be a throw-in for Olympic Club down on this near side. Del Carlo will take it. Shove in the back, not called, and Pleasanton Rage will take over. Melendez taking her time. This is Hoovel. Another throw down the far side for Olympic Club. Olympic Club able to get their numbers forward, get possession in this attacking third now. Dispossessed by Melendez. Melendez trying to clear that ball out, unable to do so. Olympic Club doing what they can to keep this ball down in this half. It'll be a throw-in for Pleasanton Rage on the far side. Just under 5 minutes to play, plus injury time. And a reminder about the history between these two teams. Olympic Club have won 2. There have been 2 draws, and Pleasanton Rage have never beat Olympic Club, at least within this USLW league. Had a dangerous ball into the middle, and well played by Zium. Lares with the straight ball forward to Rosa, who was offside. She couldn't get track of the ball. Caught the ball with her eye, but it didn't matter because the offside flag went up. Evans will take this for Olympic Club. Short ball into the middle, picked up by Benetti. One of the few who's been in this game for the entirety of it. She's dispossessed. Olympic Club now coming back the other way. Foul in the middle, advantage is called. Nissa step in a battle. And what a battle between these two we've been seeing all game. Center forward for Olympic Club Donati and center back Zium for Pleasanton Rage. Zium adjusting that captain's armband, number 13. As Bravo will stand over. Long ball straight into the box. Rosa was underneath it. Lares now. Short ball into the far corner, coming out of her net. Doing a good job of it. Is the goalkeeper, Alexia Estrada. Turner with time and space. Turner, will she go herself? She'll lay it back to Rosa. Rosa back to Turner. Turner on the right. You can tell she wants the shot herself, but she can't find the opening. Aoife Turner will just find her way out of pressure and face up. Now she'll beat one. She's fouled as she beats the second by Del Carlo. It'll be a dead ball foul for Pleasanton Rage in this dangerous position. Just outside the 18, just outside this corner of the 18, that is. Well, it looks like Rosa, Cameron Rosa, will stand over it. Bravo jogging up to provide the short back option. Ten yards is given as players are piling on to the 18. Olympic Club holding it and holding the line at the 18. You'd imagine this will be either a near post shot or a far post cross, and that might have been a combination of both of those. A far post shot, perhaps it was. Why not? With a 2-goal lead, just a few minutes left to play. Why not try for it? if you're Cameron Rosa. So 2 goals to work back from and not a lot of time to do it if you're Olympic Club. Trying to go right up the middle and dispossessed. Hoovel will lay it off to Melendez. Melendez. She'll send that out of bounds. It's Olympic Club ball coming back the other way, going quickly. Mosley with a big step in from the center back position, and Pleasanton Rage will win the throw and certainly take their time with it. Hoovel will jog over. She'll pick it up, and now she will be on the throw for the Rage. Bouncing ball. Rosa with quite a few defenders around her. You can see the physicality even from here of this game. These two teams going at it with each other. It'll be a ball on the ground after the shove in the back from Rosa. Evans with the long ball, trying to just force that forward. That's all Olympic Club really can do right now. Just try to get that ball as far forward as they possibly can. Kitamura will leave it now for Evans once again. Evans will send everybody else forward. It'll be just the 2 center backs holding for Olympic Club. Here's the long ball straight into the box, too short. It'll fall out to Cameron Rosa. She needs some help as she might head for the corner. Rosa with some hold-up play, just trying to keep this ball at her feet, and she's able to do so. Looking for the back option. She didn't like what she sees, and she's just going to keep it on that far sideline for herself. Trying to wear down this clock. Cameron Rosa doing a good job of it. And finally dispossessed, but is able to win the throw-in for Pleasanton. Long throw into the corner. This one will actually go in the direction of Olympic Club. A throw-in deep in their half, and they got to send this forward as fast as they can. Dispossessed now, Turner. Turner's wanted one for herself. Just wide from Aoife Turner. Aoife Turner's had an incredible game, first playing in that right back role, and then shifting into the center mid role. Playing in her first game with Pleasanton Rage in this 2025 season. Again, plays her college soccer at Columbia University. Also plays on the U20 Irish national team. Long ball wide, and Pleasanton Rage will take over and take their time on this throw-in. It'll be Bravo on the throw, and that is the final whistle. Pleasanton Rage take the victory over Olympic Club for the first time in club history. And it's the Rage with a 2-0 win. Goals in the 25th and 42nd minute. Both come in the first half, and that will do it. A reminder, Pleasanton Rage head to Cal Storm on Saturday. Their next home game will be versus Stockton Cargo on June 23rd.